Shh. Hey, okay. Alrighty, so welcome back to the Everything Garage project here at the homestead. My name is Jeff, and well, for those of you that have been around since the beginning, we're finally done, at least the construction point and construction part of the project that is. So I figured it'd be a good time to just take a minute and go through and kind of update you on what we've accomplished here at this project. So starting outside, you'll notice all of our siding's finished off, but you guys saw that in previous videos. I like the two-tone look. It gives a little bit of depth instead of just a big black wall across the back. The other thing we've finished off since we last spoke was we've got all of our eaves troughs and downspouts in. So one particular thing I want to talk about as far as eaves troughs go, I didn't want any water draining into the backyard itself. We're in kind of a tight area around here between our garage, our garden, the neighbor, and I wanted to take all of the water down to the back alley. So what we did here is we came off of the eaves trough and sloped all the way down the side of the garage with matching down tube into a funnel system here at the front. Now next spring when we come and we finish off the landscaping and finish off the driveway, this funnel system will drain into a trough itself, into some landscape rock, and drain all the way to the back alley, thus eliminating the need to have any pooling water around the garage itself. And we did a very similar thing on the other side of the garage where we just have one long run that drains to the back alley itself. Alright, so the other thing we got finished off since we last spoke is we don't have plywood closing up our garage anymore. We have actual garage doors. They work, they function, they go up. It's awesome because we can park inside. And I've been waiting 5 years since we bought this property to be able to do that. Now for the garage doors, we just went with a simple basic package that is insulated. We're not really seeing them, they face the back alley, and it wasn't a place I wanted to dedicate a lot of money in this project. So next spring, or maybe if we have a few nice days in this winter, I'll come and I'll finish up the final brick mold around the door to hide that pressure treated wood. But we took 3 months to get these from the day we ordered them, and well, as you can see, we got a lot of snow in the last few days here, and it's made certain things a little bit more of a challenge. The other thing we added up here was a couple security lights, so one above the single door as well as one above the double door. They are super bright LEDs and, well, relatively sensitive as I found out, so this place lights up like a Christmas tree. It gets nice and bright here at night. But that wraps up all of the outside stuff. Let's head inside and show you guys what it looks like in there. Alrighty, let's go. So welcome to the inside of the Everything Garage. So let's start here on the single side and focus on a few things that I really want to touch on. So if you remember back in the design stage of this project, we talked about vaulting the single side of the ceiling. And I'm really happy we did that. But in order to really take advantage of that extra height, we also had to do something special with our garage door. And what that meant is putting in a high lift and I don't even know what they call it, but basically a track that follows the pitch of the roof. So if you notice, our track goes up the wall and follows the pitch of the roof and stays nice and flush and tight. Now in order to fully do that, we had to put a special garage door opener in. So this garage door opener mounts directly to the jack shaft and drives everything from the side as opposed to above. This allowed us to stay nice and tight to the roof and really take advantage of that vaulted ceiling. So on the double side, a little bit more, I don't want to call it mundane, but standard garage. Couple changes we made over here in the design and build portion was in our roof trusses. So if you remember again, back in our video where we were framing, we didn't put in standard roof trusses with a 2x4 bottom cord. We bumped our bottom cords all to 2x6. And what that allows me to do is use the top above all of my trusses for storage and not worry about that extra weight bearing down on a standard truss. Now for the garage door on this side, we went with a standard door, overhead opener, nothing fancy because at the end of the day, it isn't really meant for anything but a standard garage door. Now the only thing here that's a little bit different is we've gone extra deep in the garage, so we're about 33 feet deep, and what this leaves us room for is that room that we saw originally in our design plans for either a gym, climbing wall, working on bikes, whatever the case is, we have space for it here in the back of the garage. So I know this might not have been the most exciting video, but it's a very exciting kind of culmination of a project for us and my family. And for those of you that have been with us since the start of this project, at least you get to see kind of where we finished off with the build portion of this garage. Now for those of you that are just joining us, I'll throw a link up in the top corner to the entire project playlist, and you can watch every video from start to finish and see how we took an old garage, demoed it, and built this from the ground up. On that note, guys, thanks a ton for watching. There'll be plenty of more Everything Garage content down the line once we're officially inspected. But thanks a ton for watching. We'll see you guys next week.